Okay, hello children. So the topic of today, we're going to try to do some throw and catch at home by yourself. How are you supposed to catch a ball? Because when there's nobody throwing the ball to you. Okay, I will show you how. But before we do that, let's recall the types of objects that you have made over your HBL period. The first one is the big ball. You use crushed newspaper and a tape to make it firm, but also soft and light at the same time. Okay, so we're going to use this, and when you use the bigger ball, more logically, are you going to use one hand or two hands to catch? Think about it. We have some smaller balls. These are the balls that I've taken from the PE room. Okay, but when you use this ball at home, there is a little bit of danger. Is this ball hard or soft? Slightly harder, right? Can you see that I can't really squeeze it? And it's also a bit heavier. So maybe perhaps refrain from using this ball because there's some safety issue going on. So choose your ball properly. Okay, but just for fun, Mr. Lim will demonstrate using this ball for you to show you how hard is it. Okay. Last, of course, we can always rely on our crushed paper or our soft ball. Okay, so we will use this variety of ball for our throw and catch activity. Okay, so these are the cues. I won't talk about it yet, but in a short while, I will demonstrate to you what is the activity. Okay. From the task, basically throw catch. It's just throwing while lying down, and we're going to take advantage of the gravity's pull to bring the ball back to you. Okay, so we're going to do a throw and catch by yourself, with yourself. But what are the things that you need to take note of? Number one, safety. The type of ball you use. Is it very hard or heavy? Because if you miss and you can't catch it properly, it may hit something or even worse, hit you. Number two, make sure that the ceiling on top has no fan or lights so that you will not risk hitting it. Make sure that it's a clear ceiling and there are no vases of glass around you. Make sure you have a clear space. Okay. And lastly, inform your parents and guardian that you are doing HBL for PE and you need to do some practice so that they can support you and guide you. Okay. Now for throw and catch, what are the key things that you think I was taking note of when I was doing it? If you observe close enough, I did give you some clues on the whiteboard. For throwing, I realized that if I throw it too hard, I cannot get it very accurately back to me. So I was more focused on getting it accurately so that it goes up straight and comes down straight. So two things I was focusing on. Number one, how hard did I throw? Which is the force. So when you throw, adjust your force so that it's not too hard, but also not so light that the ball can't even go up into the sky. So one, force. Number two, angle. For the P4 students, you already know what is angle. So angle is how many degrees you throw. So when you throw, do I want to throw it at 90 degrees so that it goes up and down straight? Or if you throw, you realize that it's not such a perfect 90 degree, the ball will usually go in front, behind, or even sideways. So sometimes you realize that when Mr. Lim mis-throw, I have to recover by catching it away from my body. But I always catch it and bring it back to my body. Which brings me to my point. How to catch? Obviously, eyes on the ball. I think you know this. But the second thing that I want to emphasize on is when I catch the ball, I always bring it back into my body. Okay, so example, the ball comes back. So the ball comes back. I catch the ball, but I bring it back to my body. If the ball goes to the side, I catch it to the right, my left, and I bring it back to my body. Okay, so two things and two things. Throwing, how hard, the force, okay, and the angle where you release the ball. For catching, also two things. Eyes on the ball and reach and bring it in. Hello. Alright children, so now we will have a challenge for the whole duration of the song. Me, myself, Mr. Su and Mr. Ri are going to try the throw catch challenge. However, we will use different types of object, different ball, different sizes ball, and also different way of throwing and catching. For me, because I use the big ball, I will use two-hand throw, two-hand catch, a chest pass, okay, and a two-hand catch. For Mr. Su, he's going to use the medium-sized ball, and he's going to try throwing with one hand and catching the ball with the same hand. So he will throw with the right and catch with the right, and if he throws with the left, he will catch with the left hand. For Mr. Ri, he's going to use the crush ball. You may also use a sock ball, and he will try throwing with one hand and catching with the opposite hand. So for example, if he throws with the right hand, he will catch with the left hand, and if he throws with the left, he will catch with the right. Okay, are you ready? So while watching, you can also do it with us, because we're going to play a music and we're going to do for the whole duration of the music. Okay, otherwise, after watching this video and after you have fun looking at us, try it yourself too. All the three different types of throw catch challenge. Okay, are you ready? Alright, so try it out. How many times did you drop? I hope not as much as us. Okay, we will show you our score, but for you, not only should you try just one way of catching and throwing, I want you to try the 3 different ways that we have showed you, whether with 2 hands or 1 hand. Okay, and also remember the 2 points for throwing and the 2 points for catching that we have showed you. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.